guys. So, as always, I'm going to give you guys news and updates referring to my good friend Jason Voorhees 2011's fanfiction. Basically his Transformers Legend of Korra, Avatar in general series. And now he's, as you know, a while back I talked about doing, basically reviewing and talking about Transformers New Iacon Chronicles. Well, today, as of this recording at least, today he's finally come out with, the New Iacon Chronicles Darkness Rising, which is the third installment of the Transformers Avatar universe that he has pretty much created. In here, this one follows Book 2 of Legend of Korra, and I've been waiting for this. Now, most of you guys know, you're actually excited for something with Season 2 of Legend of Korra? Yeah, I know. Well, it's got Transformers, and here's the thing I love about Jason's writing. He makes all the characters, at least their decisions, make sense, or, he gives them a reason to act like this, rather than just be like, oh, I'm like this and this and this. Also, we get a lot less bitchy Korra, and her trying to learn to be an Avatar, while at the same time, you have Rodimus, who is now Prime, trying to learn about being a Prime. As, in the show, it's been 6 months since the events that happened in New Iacon Chronicles, only this time, instead of just Amon, you had Zarek from Headmasters as the real mastermind behind the whole takeover of the city. And now it's been 6 months, and the city still has finally, the Equalist soldiers and most of the Decepticons have been locked away. And we have, as always, Korra trying to learn how to, finish her airbending training, while Rodimus is still, trying to, fill those shoes that Optimus had. And while this is going on, you have a totally new villain. Well, actually, I shouldn't say new villain. You have a new threat, I should say, from two villains that were killed off very early on in this series, and now they've come back. They're working with, obviously Vaatu, and secretly working with Unalaq. I don't want to spoil who these guys are. If you've read Transformers New Iacon Chronicles, then you know which villains have come back from the original series of this fanfiction series, and you'll know and pretty much be excited because they've got some really big plans coming, and they are working with Vaatu and to an extent Unalaq. But yeah, so there's that. And yeah, this is pretty much the first chapter. It plays out. If you've seen the show, then you know how the first episode plays out, but it plays a little differently. This doesn't really have a dark spirit per se come back to attack Korra. It's more like a dead enemy that has been brought back as a spirit and is now attacking the Avatar and his friends, and her friends, excuse me. We also have in here a few other things, a few other characters that are joining the group in some extent, or even joining Tenzin and his family. As I said before in the New Iacon Chronicles full review, in here we have the Dinobots are playing a bigger role. The Dinobots are, especially Grimlock, is playing a bigger role. He is playing Grimlock is going to play a much bigger role in this series, because a lot of the shit that he's done in the past is going to come back and bite him in the ass one way or another. Grimlock is also kind of the catalyst to explain why Korra is kind of this headstrong bitch we see. So we actually have a reason for that, because we've got a very old, war-hungry Autobot kind of egging her on. So there's a little bit about that. I don't want to say further how and what Grimlock's going to do, because, truth be told, I don't know. I just helped co-plot this thing. It's all Jason this time around. He's doing a majority of the writing. I'm just either A, helping out, fill out some ideas, or B, just sitting back and enjoy the ride. In fact, every time I got a new chapter from him, it's like being a kid at Christmas. It's like, new chapter, yay! So I'm very excited to see what comes up. But yes, like I said, the Dinobots are playing a much bigger role in here. You've also got more Predacons, and I'm not talking just Skylynx and Darksteel in here. You've got more Predacons showing up from Transformers Beast Wars. They're a little different because this is a totally different universe. They're a little bit different from their Beast Wars counterpart, but it's the same. But other than that, size-wise, other than that, it's the same old, Predacons. that you love to hate. I don't want to say who's in that Predacon lineup. You'll just have to see for yourself. Or who's, should I say for some, who's going to be in that Predacon lineup. But anyway, this is just a fantastic start for the first chapter. As always, I will leave a link below for you guys to go check out and read it. You guys will absolutely. I hope you guys will love it. If you're if you're an Avatar fan and a Transformers fan, and if you've been loving the this series as much as I've been enjoying reading it and helping Jason Voorhees 2011 forge it, basically, then you're gonna love this. You know, I think this actually makes me excited to look back on season 2 of Legend of Korra. That's what it's done to me. It's like, huh. You know what? This makes me want to backtrack on this and just think about all the Autobots and because the main villains in here aren't going to be really Decepticons per se. It is going to be Vaatu, like I said, and there is going to be an Avatar villain other than Unalaq showing up. And you've also got a Decepticon as another villain who's going to play a big role later on in here. It's not Megatron, and you're probably also wondering, well, why haven't we seen, you know, the big Decepticon that eats, the giant Decepticon thing that eats planets, you know? We get mentions and name drops of him all the time in the other 2 series. Well, he's not showing up yet. I'll say that right first. Yeah, Unicron is not showing up in here, but we're building to him. You know, he's worth the wait, guys. He is certainly worth the wait. So, you know, if you thought what Vaatu's did in this series and what he's gonna do with his new little villains, his little band of villains he's got running around with him, in this continuity, this fanfiction, you just wait till you see, you know, the Destroyer of Worlds does. But we're building up to him, and here you'll see a lot of build up to you-know-who. But other than that, yeah, like I said, this was a lot of fun. Can't wait to see what comes next, and I hope you guys will be as well. So once again, I have left a link below in the description box. So go check it out. Go check out the first chapter, and hopefully you enjoyed and stay on with it for the rest of the story. So yeah. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. Once again, I gotta give all the credit to Jason Voorhees 2011. Always happy to help him with his work. Well, A, because I helped him build this thing, and B, his stuff is just awesome. Yeah. I don't mean to discredit anybody else. I work very closely with Jason, so that's why I'm also kind of helping him out. It's like I'm not trying to sound like a jerk here. I'm really not. I just really because a lot of the times when Jason started out, he was afraid that no one was going to check it out, and there's been a lot. Now he's got some very popular stuff out, so I'm glad I helped with that. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up now because yeah. Anyway, once again, hope you guys enjoyed this.